I forget what the site was called, but it was back when the there was a lot of um, disturbances to the scene. Like there was this guy who kept hacking and removing servers and taking down servers and streams whenever things were happening. So Aaron Connor used to be running a lot of stuff for Warcraft, but then he kind of just disappeared. I forget what his site was called, but he was running a lot of the stuff after Zotac. So if he's still out there, big shout out to him. He made that image. I still have the image saved, but it's not on the stream currently. I might add it in the future. Yeah, I won't really have time to read any more comments. Alright, never mind. So, match number 2 for Denmark versus Korea. Korea is 1-0 up right now. In the bottom right, we have Lawliet playing for Korea, playing Night Elf. Opening with standard Ancient War creeping. At the top here, playing the Red Orcs, we have Ciara, aka White Privilege, playing for Denmark. Ciara is a very old school player. Never really, like, not super top level, never really a super famous top name, but he's been around. He also played StarCraft 2 in the early days. He qualified for the Team Liquid Star League, I believe it was called, and he made it to the round of 16, I'm pretty sure. So he's been around, he's been playing different games. He's back for Warcraft 3. Solid old school player. I played him myself in the ladder a couple of times. He's in good shape, although I don't think he has much to offer against a player of Lawliet's caliber, but he could prove me wrong. So we do see a standard opening, fairly standard, a 2-burrow tech. Well, we don't know if he's teching right now, but probably a 2-burrow tech from Ciara.
A player's forces are under attack.
With a 1 opening in his main, so it's a pretty good base layout. Although I think most orcs would do a 1-burrow tech. 2-burrow tech could mean a bit. It opens up for more variation. You could do some tier 2 all-ins or some tier 3 all-ins with it. But Ciara is just going to go ahead and creep. Lawliet's doing the same with the Ancient War. We'll see what items we get. Tome of Jodia, great for the Demon Hunter. And let's see what the items are. Circling ability. So the best possible items for Lawliet and Gloves of Haste, not bad, not the best. We'll see what tome Ciara gets. Tome of Jodia. So not the best, but good items for both. Well, the best for Lawliet, almost the best for Ciara, and those items really matter early on in this matchup, and also for the respective mirror matchups when there's a lot of like Demon Hunter against Demon Hunter or Demon Hunter against Blade Master right-clicking each other. What items and tomes you get really matters a whole lot. Claws of Attack also a fairly greedy camp to creep. Like a lot of orcs will be very aggressive on this map. Usually you'll see Night Elves make 3 moonwalls before even starting their attack because there is potential to get pushed down pretty hard by orc here. But Lawliet, he has wisps all over the place. He knows what's coming, what's not coming, so he's going for the greedy spot, getting good items, getting good levels. Ciara's being totally passive, creeping as well. So I call it greedy, but probably it's not greedy at all. Probably Lawliet just knows that he's safe to do this, and that he's safe to attack with only the 2 moonwalls. But he now has 4. He has a blocked base with the entrance open upable by uprooting the Ancient War. Good wisp placement as well. In case there would have been any pressure, all of these wisps are unclickable by melee units, except for these 2. This one's also unclickable. This one is unclickable, and this one's unclickable. Actually, this one isn't unclickable, but there are spots where it could be. So Lawliet showing very good map knowledge, where to place the wisps. This archer will definitely go down, though. Oh, level 3 for Ciara. Very fast level 3. But the items on the Demon Hunter here are just insane. Like, he will kill this grunt. And he's going to heal up very efficiently with all his moonwalls. So, even though Ciara is level 3, this Demon Hunter alone can pretty much stop any shenanigans. So, unless Ciara is going to play standard, I don't think anything can go by this high-level Demon Hunter right now. Actually, I really don't know anything about Ciara other than the games I've played, but I played human against him. I didn't play Night Elf, so I really don't know how it plays against Night Elf. We'll see if it's just standard Charm Chieftain, or if he's going to go tier 3, or if he's going to get like a Naga. There's a lot of possibilities. He's going to creep some more. Strange, since he's already level 3. So now instead he's right-clicking the Beastmaster, trying to prevent any harass to show up on his base. Demon Hunter dropping his items, healing up as efficiently as possible. Ancient War moving to the gold mine for future creeping. Beastmaster running away. Cool Beast scouting. So there is... Oh, there's tier 3. Nice to see. As I kind of predicted, based on the map choices, we will see some lame styling orc here. But we do have a Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter and tier 3. This could indicate two things. It could either be a tier 3 expansion, so he'll get a War Mill and he'll get fortified towers, and he will build towers at his expansion while he creeps it with the Shadow Hunter. It could also mean a tier 3 all-in with Demolishers, so he'll get a War Mill and he'll get a Tinker third or a Naga third, and he'll start building towers in the middle of the map and slowly crawl towards his opponent with Demolishers and fortified towers. So it's one of those two things, but since he already lost 2 goals, it's not 2 grunts, it's not looking perfectly for him. And we do have tier 3 on the way with no pressure being done to these Ancient Wind. And this Blade Master is now trapped. Or he would have been trapped if Lawliet paid attention. Gets away. Talons are on the way. The Ancient Award ran all the way back. So this is probably a conscious choice by Lawliet. Once he saw that the Orc player is going tier 3, he realizes, okay, it's probably good to have an Ancient War around. I'll probably end up getting Nature's Blessing, so this guy will be quite handy to have. In the meantime, he's trying to get these red spots. He knows the Blade Master was out of mana as he ran away, so there's no fear of a Blade Master showing up. Wand of the Wind, not the best, but a pretty good item. There won't be any Dispel, so it'll get full use of its charges. Meanwhile, pretty late Berserker Strength, but it's on the way, more grunts. So he really wants this grunts, which indicates further that he's going to go for this Demolisher all-in, or possibly the defensive expansion. If some of you know that I played quite a bit of Orc, I actually streamed a lot of Orc. I played a lot of these tier 3 styles against Night Elf, and I have to say that the one I had the most success with was the tier 3 expansion. Although I didn't really try this aggressive style that much, so... Oh, nice Hex and kill on the first Talon. And there's actually no Master Training on the way. He's just making a bunch of Adept Talons. And there's no real way for Lawliet to deal with this without Cyclone. And he's not going to try to close the base or anything. Actually, there's an opening between the Altar and Moonwall anyway, so it's a bit of a mistake by Lawliet. But there are Mercenaries bought, Creeps crept. Good items on the heroes. We'll probably see an orb and a staff. Probably an orb first, but all the moonwalls are out, and we do see a lot of towers going up, so this will be the offensive towers and not the defensive expansion. And we do see the Naga third. So it's either the Naga or the Tinker. Naga is nice here. Here's where the Ancient War comes in handy. This is why I walked all the way back. It's taking a lot of damage and stealing out quite a bit itself. Wisp being used to detonate the illusions. Make sure you're attacking the right one. Mana Burn being put to good use. Demon Hunter is in trouble though, and there's no staff. So Demon Hunter will go down here. And the towers are completing. Towers are up. The Beastmaster will also fall here. No! The Wand of the Wind saved him in the last moment there. Very good. But the Demon Hunter isn't being revived, and the towers are now up. And these are very bold towers. Like, usually when you do this style, you'll start somewhere all the way up here. You want to force a fight where there are no moonwalls, but in this case, all the moonwalls are already used. So Ciara could actually put the towers very far up and still take a good fight. So there's a shop on the way. There will be Demolishers. There's the first Demolisher. So Lawliet can do one of two things now. He can either just stay in his base and slowly kind of die and defend and try to get chims or something, or he can take his army and run to the middle of the map and try to intercept these Demolishers. Use Fairy Fire and focus them down quickly with magic damage. Yeah, but because he does not have Master Training, it's not really that safe for him to leave his base. I'm very Surprised he doesn't have it. I mean, it has to be a mistake not getting the master upgrade. And now the Beastmaster will go down. So does a Blade Master. Interesting.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Beastmaster actually got Tavern back, not the Demon Hunter. Oh, the Demon Hunter is almost out, so never mind. But there's the first Demolisher. It won't be intercepted. Lawliet failed to intercept it. We could even see a proxy barracks to make sure that no future Demolishers get picked off. But this is a tough situation to be in. As Night Elf, you really have to either try to stop it from even happening, or getting chims with Corrosive Breath, or getting an expansion and just moving your main slowly with Nature's Blessing. We do see Nature's Blessing on the way, so the altar could actually go down before Demon Hunter finishes. It's going to be very close. Gets out just in time. But there are now 2 Demolishers out. Lawliet's base is slowly falling apart. Finally, we see Master Upgrade. You really could, like, if you had Master Upgrade in the big fight, imagine if you could just Cyclone everything. There's no Dispel, there's nothing. So you can Cyclone every grunt, you can Cyclone the Blade Master, and I think this would be a different game. I think he honestly just forgot it. Or he felt that he didn't have time to get it, he needed to pump out Talons to be safe. But the safest way, like, the most safe you can be as Night Elf is to have those Talon Masters. I have to say it's probably a mistake, but it could have been a conscious choice. Lawliet will slowly fall apart here, though. There's not a lot you can do. He has almost no wood. He does have Nature's Blessing, though, so he can try to... Oh, he bought Zappers. A well-placed Zapper would actually kill all 3 of these towers, but there are still 3 more. So he would actually need to buy 2 Zappers, and he does not have the food for it. He's at 37 out of 30, so there's no way to buy additional Zappers. Main's being targeted now. Zappers are running in, but it will die before it connects. No, never mind. The bear's tanking the damage. All 3 towers gone. Unfortunately for Lawliet, there are 3 more over here, and they are doing a lot of damage. So are the Demolishers. It was a nice attempt. If those were the only 3 towers in existence, that would be game-changing, but alas, there are several more, and there are even more Demolishers, and more coming, and there's no way for Lawliet to heal. So we will see a GG here, momentarily. GG. Very, 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 very unexpected. Well played by Ciara. Nice strategy, and based on the remaining maps, we will probably see more of those to follow. We have Turtle Rock, and we have Twisted Meadows. Turtle Rock is also very good for this Demolisher all-in style with towers, and Twisted Meadows is very good for Mass Raiders, even Wyvern's Bats.